I can see you.
Oh, good, good. So
I
I
didn't
kind of wanted to
drink that.
talk about the six signs that we all have been looking at the world experience the spiritual awakening right now. And that's interesting to me is because before everything happened, there's signs all over the place that we were going through an awakening that was just amazing. And I was really excited about that because there was this awakening that we know about. And but things have changed a lot since then. And we've gone through this little pandemic and everything else that which everything's going to be okay. We're going to be fine and that, but it just seems to be that our spiritual awakening is on hold right now because before this all happened that organic food sales went up and non-organic and GMO foods were kind of being rejected. I was noticing that even McDonald's was actually starting to lose services, and they were actually not as busy as they used to be. And because of what had happened, now the drive-throughs are actually fuller than they ever have been before. So it's a really interesting thing that's been going on here, and I find that fascinating. That was the number one thing about it. Number two was we really noticed an upswing in meditations. Meditation and mindfulness practices, skyrocketed in the Western nation. We have been noticing this constantly that the meditation has actually gone from, a couple of people come to meditation to filling the whole room up because they want to find that peace in their life. And they were bringing people that have never even heard of meditation were coming to some of my meditations and the frequency meditations, and it was beautiful. I enjoy it a lot. I mean, I enjoy it thoroughly, just actually being part of it. And then number three was there was a huge upswing on the off-grid living, and which I still think that's a big thing today is that there has been a big upswing on the off-grid living, and a lot of us, being stuck in the house or whatever else, that's a change for most of us, is that to have to stay in the house and not go anywhere. So that's kind of like living off grid a little bit to a certain extent, but I think we're going to see that more in the future as more people losing trust and wanting to live off grid even more. And I think that's a kind of an exciting life that we are living in right now. And there's some really cool stuff that's going on with it. Number four is people have grown exhausted with slavery of employment, and they're seeking a better life. And I totally agree with this. This is something big, is that people have been wanting to get out of the corporate world and into what their passion is. And I have been really working hard with a lot of people that's their backbone. That's who they are. They're wanting to be part of this movement of opening of spirituality. And I'm excited about this. I mean, this has been something that I've been looking forward for a long time. When I first got into this, it was not, I mean, it was hard to get a clientele, but now, people are looking for this. And this is something that people are growing to. They're getting tired of the corporate world and everything else. So far, does anybody have any questions about what we've been talking about?
No, I agree with everything. This is amazing. Thank you for those.
Oh, absolutely. We're not done yet. That's just the beginning. But anybody else? I think there's a lot of us that have agreed that the corporate world is changing, and we are just going to be searching out our own business and being entrepreneurs, and we're going to have to be that in a lot of ways. Correct? Yes. Everybody? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Good. So number five, we have an ever-growing need to protect this planet and connect with each other. I find that really fascinating that we have this need to protect this planet and connect with each other. And look what happens in the middle of this. While this is happening in our lifetime, all of a sudden, we have to have a social spread. We have to spread away from each other. Are we okay? Oh, I didn't know. Somebody said something. I heard. Anyway, so that was a good one. So we have an ever-growing need to protect this planet. So there's been a lot of us that really are looking at this, at what we want to protect and how we want to protect everything. And it's kind of cool is that we have our own way of dealing with that and protection in a protective way. It's about spreading love and not hate. And that's the biggest thing right now is about this is we spread love, not hate. And I think that's the way we protect it. Anybody else have any other ideas of how they protect it and what they do? Okay. Nope. Brody?
No, I think that's pretty accurate on what you had said.
Good.
Personally,
Good.
just spreading love and just being all together as one. We'll be able to protect the planet. No hate, because with that comes so much destruction.
Oh,
And,
absolutely.
and literally everything. Like I agree with everything you have to say. Pretty much.
Okay.
Like I'm on board 100%, and it's crazy. I don't know. My mind is kind of blown that I found you.
Where are you at, Brody?
I'm in Anamosa, Iowa.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
I actually know where that's at. I
Pretty
grew
cool.
up in South Dakota, so kind of funny. I know where that's at. So number
Well, I
6.
absolutely believe that this has taken place as an actual gift so that we can take a little bit of a time out and realize what's important. And one of the biggest things that's important is Mother Earth. And I've seen some posts, I've seen some graphs that have shown the ozone closing, so that like this whole time that everybody's not commuting and going and doing and all of that is actually healing Mother Earth. So I think that while all of this is crazy, I think it's kind of a backwards blessing, and I might be alone in that, but that's how I feel.
No, I don't think you're alone in that. I think that
No,
that's
definitely
something.
not.
Go ahead, dear.
No, I just agree. She's not alone. Just the call to the frequency of the earth and the call to help with power of positivity to help heal is very overwhelming.
You cut out, Kelly. I didn't get to hear the whole thing.
I agree with the call for the earth and healing, and that as long as enough of us can stay positive and keep sending that kind of information and vibration, that we will definitely come out of this better than we went into.
Absolutely.
Okay, I can't hear Kelly at all. Can somebody tell me what she said?
She said really great things, Rod.
Why is Kelly's?
She said some really great things about just, that this is a call to healing Mother Earth.
Yes, I agree with that 100%. Now everybody's starting to cut out. What? I can't hear you either, Gina.
Oops. Have you fallen into the twilight zone, Rod?
I think I fell into the twilight zone. I think I can't find myself either. This is crazy. It's the nutsy part about this is that I know that it pops up and tells me that somebody's talking, but I can't hear them. So I don't know why. That's weird. why is this weird? Anyway, so I agree with everybody saying that this, you know, in a sense, this is what's been going on, is that we in as a group, and you know, some of us may believe that this is more of a, how would you say it, a blessing that this has happened to all of us. And that's, in a sense, it could be a sad thing to say, but you know, I think people are getting closer to this world and Mother Earth and everything because of it. Kelly's typing, it says.
Well,
Oh,
she's typing her message. I just want to kind of
I can't hear you.
reiterate. Oh, you can't hear me? I'll type.
I can
No,
hear
it's
you.
all right. I'm changing the audio setting here.
What happened to the butter?
Because you guys left it out. Oops.
Oops. All right, there you go. I think I changed that, so
Can you hear me now?
yes, I can hear you fine. Yes.
Oh, cool. So yes, what Kelly was talking about earlier was, you know, remembering was the vibration of Earth. And I think it's important that we remember that we all vibrate together. We're connected to each other through the universe and through Mother Earth. And, you know, whatever we vibrate, Mother Earth's vibrating and vice versa. And I think that goes for whatever we're vibrating into the universe, and we're getting back what we're putting out there. So, you know, I think it's important, as far as the earlier stuff we were talking about, sending love, you know, constantly vibrating that energy of love and sending it out there, so that that's what we get back.
Right. 100% agree with that. I really do believe that. Sounds like an airplane going over. I know. That's crazy. Yeah. Kelly typed, you know, that's exactly what she was saying. Don't need to type that. So yeah, it's number 6 here is, you know, it sums everything up. And number 6 is that, we have grown absolutely sick of hatred, violence, and oppression and war. I think all of us, I think it's the negativity and the anger that we're all tired of. And, you know, my biggest thing is spread love, not hate. I mean, that's what I say all the time. Spread love, not hate. Spread love, not hate. That's my whole thing. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think we are all tired of it. I'm definitely tired of it. And, you know, I think, you know, not only spread love, not hate, but we are love. You know, I mean, that's what our whole existence as a human being on earth is about, is we are love. And with that love in the package comes abundance. So,
Right.
you know, if we remember those two things about who we are, then I think it helps to put things into perspective. Not just that we can give love and receive love, but that's who we are. That's what our body and our cells vibrate in its natural form. Under the archaic conditioning and everything that's been programmed to be, is that natural existence of love that was sparked when we decided we wanted to manifest on earth as humans.
Right. Right. You're absolutely right. That's what I do that. Anybody else have anything to jump in? I don't know if anybody's saying anything, but because all I can hear is noise.
Yeah, I see Cody is typing. I don't know. So how do we get a message out? I mean, what's the most important thing that we can do for humanity, do you think, Rod, that will help us to get a message out that will be a receptiveness for the entirety of humanity, not just those of us who are, kind of in this spiritual awakening.
Well, I think the big thing is that everybody that is known for love and is always love, I think that's the most important thing is that if people see love, it's like paying it forward, you know? That's the thing is they see how love is acted upon. And I think sharing love and being love is the biggest thing in this world to do. I I think personally that it's going to grow by each other showing each other love and how they love each other. And I think that's the thing is that it has to be proven. That makes sense to everybody?
Makes sense to me. And what about how do we teach people though that love is a universal thing? It's not, I'm learning more and more in my awakening that love is for everybody. It's not just for my kids and my grandkids or the
Yeah.
people who are close to me that, my family, my
Right.
friends who have been family. So, you know, we've been taught to compartmentalize love so much. You know, I think part of that message is love is universal. And because we are loved, we receive it as well as automatically vibrate it. But what's
Right.
the easiest way do you think for people to receive that message?
You know, that's a good way. Just I think just sharing love and nobody's going to hear an answer until they're ready to hear it. You know, nobody's going to listen to you until they're ready to listen. And I think just by acts of love, you're going to see that, and you're going to go, "Oh, I like how that feels," and you're going to do the same thing. I think share that. I mean, everything we talk about, we should talk about love. I mean, everything should be in a positive aspect. And that, yes, there's a lot of things that are out there that we can't pretend that they're not. But remember, we don't want to give energy to the negativity of it. It feeds upon that. Just like the uh, beautiful little ghosts and goblins that we have around us and everything else, that if it's negative and we put an energy on that, they grow. So we don't feed anger with anger, we feed anger with love, so it can't grow. Love is the answer to everything because nothing will grow under love except love itself, which is kind of a cool thing. Agree? So we have a few people on here that is anybody interested in having an Oracle card drawn for them and a little bit of a
Yeah,
reading?
why not?
Huh?
Yes.
Good, good. So let's see, who shall we draw for first? Does anybody have a question? Anybody have a question that they want to ask the Oracle cards? Questions? You can type it or talk it or whatever you want to.
What does the Oracle have to say?
Who's this? Who said that?
Sherry?
It didn't tell me who said that. What does the Oracle have to say? Who said that?
Yeah, that was Sherry.
That was who, honey?
Sherry?
Oh, hi, Sherry, honey. So what does the Oracle have to say for you, huh?
Yeah, I'm losing you somehow.
All right, honey. I know. Crazy.
Yeah, phone's going nuts.
Yeah, when we get into the spiritual stuff and that, electronics does not like us at all.
No.
All right,
Yeah.
so Sherry, your card is truth and integrity. You see that?
Yeah,
Truth and integrity. Now, truth and integrity is about you understanding the truth of your life and where you're at and what's going on with you. Your integrity is very important. And that becomes a fight within your own self, is that if you're fighting with your integrity and you're having an issue with that. And that's the sad part about it, because you shouldn't have to fight for your integrity. You should just know that there's something special about you. And that's the part that you have to realize in this world, is that you are special and there is something very special about you. So that's the truth. Integrity is to know the truth, which is what we just been talking about, the love and everything else in that. It's knowing the truth. Understand, Sherry?
Yep, I got it.
Yeah. Good. Who's next? Who wants the card? Lauren and Brody are typing. Oh, any questions, Brody? Do you have a question you want to know about something specific? All right, let's see. Brody says, I would like to go. And I asked him a question. Then Lauren says, hello, Rod. This is Lauren. I would like a card, no specific question. Okay. So let's just wait for Brody to see if Brody's got a question about something, and then we'll go from there. So who's next? Not specific. Okay, Brody. Not specific. Good. So Brody, your card is dreams. Now, I like this card, Dreams card, because is it focusing? Come on, focus. There we go. This is something that I really like, Brody, especially if it's going to be for you, is because dreams are so, oh my gosh, sir. Right now, everybody's having dreams. Everybody is. Everybody's having some sort of dreams. But your dreams have to do more with what you want in this life. There's something more out there than you realize it. And that's what you're heading for. And that's what your dreams are about, is you want to go for that. Figure out what it is that you want. Your dreams are going to tell you. Listen to your heart, not your head. Because you have some very special gifts that you need to share with the world. And you're an entrepreneur. Figure that out. You will actually know what you want down the road. Listen to your heart, and it will tell you. I'm going to suggest get a pendulum or something and start asking yourself questions, and you'll know the answers. It's really interesting is that I was watching a documentary. That's about all I watch anymore. And the documentary was saying that these rich people was asked, I can't remember the name of the rich people, but they said, how did you get so rich? And he says, I listened to my heart and asked questions to the spirit. Think about that. All right, bud. That was for you. All right, Lauren, you're next. Lauren, no specific question. All right. Oh, I don't know, Lauren. It's surrender and release. That's kind of interesting. That's your card, surrender and release. So I'm not sure specifically what this is, and that is maybe it has something to do with, it feels to me it has something to do with work. Something that you keep in your mind that plays over and over, that that you need to listen to. And you're good at what you do. You're very good at what you do, but I think there's something has to do more with heart-based stuff that you want to work on. And I think it's getting back into your spirituality and everything else. That it's just surrendering yourself that you have to play two roles. You have to play kind of the corporate role, and you have to play the spiritual role. And I think that's in this world that you have to understand that, know that you have a big role in this life. You have two beautiful children. You have all these beautiful people around you and everything else. You just have to play this role in life. And it's just surrender and release. It makes more sense to you than it does me. How's that? Brody says, what is a pendulum? A pendulum is, and I don't have one around here, is kind of like a necklace that has like a stone or something on the end of it. And you actually can hold a pendulum up and make it go back and forth. And it's kind of really cool in that is it's really funny is that one appeared. Don't know how that happened. This is a pendulum, Brody. And this pendulum actually, how mine works is I ask it to show me yes, and it goes back and forth. Please stop. And then I ask it to say, show me no, and it will go side to side. And I'll say, please stop. And I will ask it questions, yes and no questions. And that is, does Brody get this? And does Brody understand it? Okay, so now it goes in circles, meaning Brody is processing it, and Brody's trying to figure it out. You'll do fine, buddy. Just, pendulums are really kind of cool. Go find yourself a pendulum and play with it. There's a whole bunch of things you can do with pendulums. You can put it on a piece of paper and put different things on it, birth dates or months or whatever else, and start asking questions and see where it swings to. If you're planning on moving or going somewhere else in this world, put a map on the ground and ask your pendulum where you would like to go. And you will be, that's how I got to Arizona from South Dakota. And my pendulum actually went to Arizona. So it's kind of cool and fun to play with. So Kelly, I would love a card as well. I do not have specific questions. I'm glad for any insight given. Well, Kelly. Kelly. Huh, there's a whole bunch of stuff that comes for Kelly. That's weird. Kelly's comes up as children. That's really interesting. Kelly's card is children. I think that's your biggest focus right now, honey, is your children and taking care of them. And I think that's your full-time position right now. But you have to also understand is that you've done what you needed to do. How's that with them? They love and adore you, and you didn't do anything wrong. You're doing perfect with them, and you have to know that. Do you know that? Good. You're something special, dear. Remember that. And learn from your children. That's your big thing right now, is I want you to learn from your children. But you also have to know that your spirituality is waiting for you. There's something, since you're such a special person, that your spirituality is waiting for you. And for some odd reason, it wants me to draw another card for you, and I don't know why, but I'm going to do that anyway. So, okay, well, I don't know if you want to see this card, but I'll show it to you anyway. So this card is Archangel Michael, which is interesting. Beautiful Archangel Michael. It's about asking protection. It's about asking for help. It's about asking, my dear. Miss Little Two Shoes that stands in the corner and doesn't ask anybody for help. You need to start asking for help. You need to ask for things that you need. And that's why it wanted two cards for you, is because what do you need, dear? What do you need help with? Start asking people that love and adore you. They'll help you, dear. Don't worry about it. You're pretty special. All right, so who else would like a card drawn for them? Did I miss anybody so far that has asked for a card? Two. I bet Rebecca wants a card drawn for her. I just have that feeling. Yep, I'll take that. Rebecca says I'll take one. Virginia, you want a card too after that? Yes.
Yes, please.
Okay. So Kelly says, beautiful. I've been asking for specifically lately for help lately. Thank you for validating that for me. Yes, you haven't asked me, so that's interesting. Ask your friends for help. I love you. So you know what, Becca, I don't even have to, I mean, this is you. This is totally you. And it's really funny is that Virginia and I were watching a movie the other night. And for some reason you came into our heads, and it's just a really kind of cute movie and everything else. And it's funny is that I drew the card for you, Enchantment. And I think if anybody understands enchantment, its meaning is it's the second dimension. It's about the little people in a sense. And it's, I mean, not little people. How would you say it? The woodland people. It's about Gaia. It's about trolls and it's about fairies and everything else and that. And everybody that knows Becca that knows that she's this beautiful fairy and she's awesome and that's her world, is her enchanted world. And I think she needs to really play on it a little stronger. Oh, I know what it was. It wasn't a show on that. We were actually talking about my mom's farmhouse in South Dakota for sale. And Think always wanted to turn into a fairy ranch. And so then you came up for some reason, which is awesome. But this is your world, honey. I think you really need to look at it and focus on it and start asking the fairy realm to help you in all these different ways, because they'll be there for you. Honestly, they will. Start looking them up, start looking who they are. And I'm going to tell you, as I believe that there is something more to this fairy world than we know. And I think you have an insight on it. And I think you can elaborate on it. And I think you can bring it out even more. That's awesome. So Virginia said she wanted one. Oh, it's Dakota, she said. Oh, that's one of her children. Well, of course it is. But who's the guy in the house? That's you, Gaia. Not Guy. I know who the guy is. Gaia. Yep. Yep, but you control it, honey. You help control it. All right. Virginia.
I can't,
Oh,
I can't see you for some reason, Rod. So I'm not going to be able to see the card, but
okay, so you didn't see my dramatic entrance to this because it was really funny. It's because your card, Virginia, surrender and release.
that's my usual story.
It is. That's why I laughed about it. And I said I got very dramatic about it and everything else, is because that is your usual story. You need to have this surrender and release. You just got to let go of the past. You know, move on. The future is what this world's about, honey. And we've talked about this on links and everything else, friends and everything that we are and everything else, is that you know the past stuff doesn't work anymore. You have to figure out what to do for the future. Everything that you were told in the past about emotions and everything else, that this doesn't work anymore. You have to figure it out. It's like somebody telling me that you got to watch your words, Rod, because words are power in that. No, feelings power, energy's power. Words don't always have that kind of connotation to it. Words are more of words. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but words will never hurt me. You have to remember that, is that old connotation stuff is no longer the old archaic thinking is gone anymore. You guys got to remember to let this stuff go. Doesn't work anymore. You know, I remember I remember, yeah, that's why I said archaic conditioning. I, re- I remember when somebody called me a nerd as when I was younger, and that was a hurtful word, a nerd. Nerds aren't hurtful anymore. People used to call me weirdos. I'm glad to be a weirdo. A lot of my friends are weirdos. I think most of you guys are weirdos too. So, and that's not a bad thing. It's an awesome thing. Cool, huh? Good, good, good. Anybody else need a card? Anybody else want to ask a question or anything else in that? And I will, how about this? I will show you my card. Yes, Kelly, I know you'll own your being a weirdo. So I'm going to show you my card. Okay, you guys ready? You ready for this? This is my card. My card is friendship. Isn't that sweet? Isn't that special? It's friendship. I love it, love it, love it. Absolutely love it. So kind of cool, guys. So we're going to do like a little bit of a presentation here of, we're going to, what? There's these little sprites around here. Crazy. So you guys ready to do a little bit of a meditation?
Yes.
You guys want to? Good. So we're going to do kind of a guided meditation. And what I want you guys to do is I want everybody just to sit and relax, okay? I want you just to find your peace, okay? Sit, find your peace, close your eyes. And I'm going to start playing some music, and it's some Tibetan monks chanting. Can you guys hear the music? Can you hear the music?
Nope.
Can't hear the music. No, we can hear the music.
No music.
That's crazy. But hey, this is spirituality 101. Nothing works. No electronics, that is, anything works. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to pull it up on the phone and pipe it through the phone into this thing that then pipes it into that thing, which then pipes into that other thing. Got it?
Nope.
Okay, good. I don't want you guys to get it. Yeah, you guys are silly.
Yep. There.
You guys hear that?
Yes.
Yay. All right. So basically now let's start all over, okay? I want you guys to just kind of breathe in and out, close your eyes, relax. And we're going to do some mindful meditation. But I want you guys to prepare yourselves for this next week. So we're going to let everything go that happened this last week. Everything's going to be a positive aspect. I want you to just kind of let things go. And then what I mean by letting things go is I want you to notice your feet. I want you to notice if there's any tightness in your feet, your ankles. Let it go. Take a deep breath, let it out. Start relaxing your calves. Your knees. Relax your thighs. If you have any angst or depression, let it go. Let it flow. Relax your hips, your gluteal area. Relax your lower back. Relax your belly. Take a deep breath. Okay, we want to evoke that vagus nerve. So take a huge diaphragm breath and let it out. Relax the chest. Relax your arms and your shoulders and your neck. All your upper part of your body. Take another deep breath. Let it out. Know that you are loved. Know that you have been loved and always will be loved. Relax your neck. Relax your face. Relax the top of your head. Relax your whole body. Take a deep breath again. Let it out. If anything comes into your mind, just let it go. It's leaving, so just allow it to leave. Take a deep breath and let everything go. No anxiety, let that go. Fast heart rate, let that go. High blood pressure, let that go. Breathe through this and relax. You are loved and I am blessed. Start to come back now. Take some breaths, some deep breaths. Come back feeling refreshed, loved, and healthy. Know that you're okay. Know that everything about you is fine and perfect just the way it is. Know that you're doing just what you need to do. You're okay. You're love. Spread that love, teach that love, be that love. Come back now. Feel the chair, couch, whatever you're in, sitting on the floor, whatever it is. Feel it and start coming back. Stretch now. Know that you feel more refreshed than you ever have. When you are back, let me know. Write down in the comments here or the chat that you're back, so I know that you're here. Oh, you guys, thank you. Oh, thank you. You guys are awesome. Good, good. Anybody have any questions about what they experienced or what they felt or anything during that time? Awesome. Put them to sleep. I'm usually pretty good at that. My kids always fell asleep when I talked to them. Bye, Lauren, honey. See ya. Beautiful. Brody, that is awesome. When a person can feel that much love that they get tears in their eyes, it's an amazing feeling. It's what we tried to do and we tried to spread that love. I believe it. You do the same thing now. You spread what I shared and, you know, spread the love that's in your heart. Don't be hard on yourself. Sometimes we are that way. Anybody else want to share? Or got a couple of minutes here. Should I do more of this, guys? Should I do more classes? Maybe once a week, do something like this? That sound like fun? Good. Good, 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 good. I enjoy stuff like this. So, yes, of course. Really, Rebecca? No, just kidding. No, as I learned this thing more, and that it's going to be a lot of fun. I want to thank you and everyone here, Brody says, and I will spread all the love I can. Yes, I think you should do this. I enjoyed my time here. I enjoyed having y'all and everybody here, and that I know it was a short. I mean, it was short. I mean, you know, I decided I'm going to do this, and then I did it, and I was like, oh, there I go. I did record this, so it'll probably be on my YouTube channel, which is Rod Talks. Check it out, and I think actually that's where Brody started seeing my stuff was on Rod Talks. I think on the YouTube. That so yeah, come back, guys, and share and join, and we're gonna play with this and have fun with it, and let's do this more often. Okay. Love you. Love everybody here. Love everybody. I will talk to you later. Bye, everybody. Have a great time.